This is IGN. Coming up, forget the Switch 2, Nintendo just released a $100 interactive alarm clock. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, in a shock move for the popular sim, Sega is delaying Football Manager 25 until March 2025, putting its release barely 2 months before 2025's European Champions League final. Developer Sports Interactive and Sega released a statement calling it a tough decision and saying that specific platform dates will follow once confirmed. The statement continued, "In our last development update in September, we explained that we needed to push Football Manager 25's original release back to give ourselves more time to deliver the best possible experience for this first installment in a new era of Football Manager. This additional time has not been sufficient to ensure the game quality and experience meets your expectations and our very high standards. It's a huge move for Football Manager, which is customarily released each November. When Football Manager 25 does come out, it will be available on PS5, PC, and Xbox, where it will once again be available on Xbox Game Pass. Next, 2025 is shaping up to be a great year for the Little Nightmares franchise. Not only is this unique horror adventure series returning for a third game thanks to developer Supermassive Games, it's also getting a comic book spin-off. IGN can exclusively reveal the first details about Little Nightmares Descent to Nowhere, a collaboration between Titan Comics and Bandai Namco Entertainment Europe. Descent to Nowhere tells a new story set in this horror universe, offering a mystery that spans both the nightmarish realm known as the Nowhere and the counties. The series will span 4 issues in total. Little Nightmares Descent to Nowhere will be released in 2025. Fans can get an early glimpse of the new series at New York Comic Con later this month, where Bandai Namco will be handing out preview comics. Little Nightmares 3 was among the games featured at Gamescom 2024, and it won several awards at the show, including Best Visuals, Best Audio, and Best Xbox Game. You can also check out IGN's first preview of Little Nightmares 3 for more information on the upcoming sequel at IGN.com. And after reviving Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Battlefront, and most recently, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, port specialist Aspyr has turned its attention to another classic Star Wars video game from yesteryear, Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. LucasArts' Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles launched in 2000 on the PlayStation, before hitting the Dreamcast and the Game Boy Advance. As the title suggests, it's set during the time frame of Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, with a mix of platforming and beat-em-up gameplay. Aspyr's Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles brings the game to modern platforms, with modern controls, 13 newly unlocked characters from the beginning, all levels unlocked, versus and training modes introduced in later releases of the game, and 2-player couch co-op. With the gaming world waiting with bated breath for Nintendo to announce Switch 2, the company behind Mario has once again surprised its fans with the announcement of a completely unexpected piece of hardware, an interactive alarm clock. Ever wish that you could wake up in one of the playful worlds from Nintendo, the company asked in a note to press? Well, it's time to stop dreaming. The Nintendo sound clock, Alarmo, is an interactive alarm clock designed to add some Nintendo charm to your home and your daily routine. Alarmo is due out early 2025, priced $99.99, and Nintendo Switch Online members in the US and Canada are able to buy it right now via the My Nintendo store. Alarmo features motion sensor technology that responds to your movements, letting you snooze your alarm with motion alone and stop it by getting out of bed. You can pick from 35 scenes inspired by 5 Nintendo titles: Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3, Pikmin 4, and Ring Fit Adventure, then set a time and let Alarmo do its work. Here's how it works. Before the alarm, a character from the title you selected waits patiently on screen. When the alarm begins, gentle sounds unique to the scene you've chosen begin to play. Then a visitor arrives. After a few seconds, someone or something from the scene you picked will appear. You can then wave your hand or move your body to make the clock quieter. Depending on the title you've chosen, you might also hear coins or other familiar game sounds when you interact with Alarmo. Eventually, your visit will end and gentle sounds will play again until your visitor returns. This will repeat a number of times if you stay in bed. If you stay in bed too long, your alarm will get more intense, and you'll get a visit from someone more persuasive, Nintendo warned. Yes, it's Bowser. When you get all the way out of bed, the alarm will stop and you'll be treated to a brief victory fanfare. Like releasing patches for its video games, Nintendo will update Alarmo with scenes from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Animal Crossing New Horizons for free when they become available. It's worth noting that Alarmo is only compatible with twin to king-sized beds. It should be placed facing the center of the bed, within arm's reach, and no higher than 8 inches above the sleeper, Nintendo said. If there's more than one sleeper in the bed, Nintendo recommends using button mode for the best experience. And if you're worried about Alarmo spying on you in your sleep and telling Nintendo how much you toss and turn, the company insisted the device does not communicate any information to the Mario Maker. It's not the expected Switch 2 announcement, but Alarmo is new hardware from Nintendo, which is always worth getting out of bed for. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.